Hello everybody, back here again for our vlog a day, and today is Saturday the 19th, and today was a beautiful day outside. Nice and warm, had a little bit of sprinkles here and there, a little bit of rain in the evening, cooled off halfway decently, wasn't horrible. So got up this morning a little earlier than I really wanted to, had some dogs and stuff to deal with. Wasn't bad, it just kind of was what it was. So went ahead, got up, got a few things done. We decided to, Karen had to go get COVID tested because of her secondary exposure at work to a coworker, so she had to go get tested with that. And I took the time to get my run in and, get my yard sale in, I guess, actually run around, and took off on the motorcycle, went and got that done. Ended up finding two separate houses that are going to be going on the market soon, but not on the market yet, so worked out really well right there. But one of them way out of my price range, and they're probably about $100,000 over what the house is truthfully worth in my opinion, and didn't even really pursue on that one. The second one was fairly reasonably priced, $250,000, 3-2, split floor plan, getting a new air conditioning service, just died 3 days ago kind of thing. Fairly good shape, has a pool. Yard's not perfect, but it could work, so decent layout. And talking to him a little bit, I said, when's it gonna go on the market? But and she goes, well, actually, you can see it now if you want, but it's a mess and whatever, because they're in the process of the yard sale and she's gonna move out and all that stuff. And so she decided to run in, she made her bed real quick and then let me in there. So she showed me around the house, and it's just a disaster of stuff, but I don't care about that. So she's pointing out all these repairs they're gonna make, and they're gonna fix that, and gonna fix this, and fix that, and fix this. And I said, please don't fix anything until we can figure out if this is something I wanna buy, because I'd rather buy it the way it sits. Because you're going to spend 15 or so grand, 10 or 15 grand, fix a bunch of crap, and it won't be to my standards or the colors I want or whatever. So it's easier to just leave it alone, save you the hassle and time, and I'll do it myself before I move in. So they also talked about they're having a new house built out at Margaritaville, so it's not going to be ready till like December at the earliest. And they talked about they had to move to a rental house, then move back to the new house. Or not move back, I guess move again a second time. I said, well, hey, why don't I, if this is something we decide to buy, why don't you just rent this off me, stay here, you don't have to move at all, and then you just have to move the one time in December. We'll write up in the contract X amount per month, give you a few months window. I'll be out by, I don't care if it's April next year, whatever, it's not that big a deal. So work off a discounted price, plus they're gonna make the payment for him for the first 4 to 6 months, whatever, who knows. So we'll see what happens there. She's not sure that's going to work or not. So we went back, got done there, went to another yard sale, ended up finding a bunch of plants I wanted. My wife was done with her test, came back negative, so we felt safe there. And I said, hey, there's a bunch of plants over here at this yard sale I want to carry home on the motorcycle. I can't. So she brought the car over. We looked at the plants, picked out the ones I wanted, loaded them up in the car, and basically she had them home. I went to another open house that was being held down here in the 3100 block, and oh my God, that place was a dump. It was it stunk. It had a bunch of cats in it. It had other just random stink smells. All the handles were gross, like they'd never washed a wall down in their life. And it was so disgusting. And the agent was lousy at his job, just miserable in the whole thing, and making all these dumb assumptions about how I'm a renter and, the single, basically, month to month, or how much am I on my lease and stuff. I said, nope, I'm in a house right now. It was just, oh, so you got to get it sold before you buy it. I said, nope, the house is fully paid for. It's mine. It's like, but instead of asking questions, he just started making assumptions and assuming he knew what the answer was going to be, and he had no damn clue. So really lousy at his job, but there was nothing good about the house. And they were asking all the money in the world for it, and just no way. It was nowhere near possible to make that house work for me. So left there fairly quickly. The one back room, be considered like a Florida room, was nice size and stuff, and be great for a lot of things. But the stink back there was so bad that I really don't know if I'd be able to get the smell out without replacing drywall and stuff. Like, it stunk. It burnt my nose. I have a mask on. So that's how bad that place was, just so damn gross. So got done there, headed back to the house, went ahead, unloaded the plants and stuff, got them put away. Playing with my yard. My yard's got a little bit of grass seed growing, starting to grow up a little bit. So I'm trying to keep it watered up enough so it doesn't get killed. My backyard is lower. I tried to grow grass seed out there before, and every time when it gets about an inch taller than it is right now in the front yard, we get a heavy rain and the water sets back there and it drowns out my new grass. But luckily my front yard is taller and it never holds water, so I don't have to worry about that, I hope. So we'll see if I can keep this going and keep it alive. So we'll see what happens there. But went ahead and decided to take my wife back over to the yard sale, see if we can see the house again. And she was like, no, my husband's home. If he knew I let you in there, look in the house, the disaster like it is and stuff. Oh my God, he'd be so mad. So we basically gave her my card. She said, call me when you get a chance when he's not around. we can come look at it, see if we can make the deal happen, and talk to your friends that we're going to give you the rental house. You're going to rent from them down south of here, and see if they want to put it back on the vacation market and let them rent that way, and then you get to stay in this house until your house is built. So she's going to talk to her husband about it and that kind of thing. And I got to see if the yard will lay out. I got to look better at the yard, because the house I can make work. The yard is a little bit kind of strange layout, but I think I can make it work. I really do. So went over, got down there, got back to the house. Had to be dropping off a couple dogs today, and I had another dog last minute request, and I said I have other dogs here, so the best I can do is meet your dog and see if it gets along, if it'll work. And I said, when can you come over, kind of thing. He's like, oh, I can come over right now. And I'm like, okay, he said about 20 minutes away, get an address. And I said, okay, cool, no big deal. So 20 minutes rolls by, I have another meet and greet I want to go do to meet the other dogs that's coming up in July. And the other people that were bringing the dogs down kind of all had time. It was all going to work out just fine. And then the complete time went by, and the guy's not here yet for the meet and greet, the last minute thing. I was like, God damn. So I called the guy again. I texted him, he's like, well, I'm just now leaving here. I'll be there in like 26 minutes. So it's a 26-minute drive. And when he said he'd be here in 20 minutes, which doesn't make any sense. And English is definitely a second language for him. There were some communication issues and stuff in the process, but you should be able to know time. Like, time's universal. Doesn't make sense. So I was like, man, I said, I don't know what to tell you. I said, we gotta go do another meet and greet. So he might not be here when you pull up, but I guess you can wait for us, since you already lied to us last time about when you're gonna get here, kind of thing and stuff. So we headed over real quick, because the other couple, I said, give me at least a half an hour before you get here, and that way I make sure I got the other dogs put away and all that kind of stuff. And they're like, oh yeah, no problem, blah, 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 whatever. So we take off. We almost get to the location for the meet and greet, and they text, say, oh, we're 3 minutes away. I'm like, well, I'm about 5 minutes away, so I guess you'll beat me there. So they got there, unloaded their crates and stuff. They were fully cool with it. They understood, because they didn't give me the heads up. They should have. But meet the dogs. Dogs are super high energy, friendly and stuff. A little barky, but real friendly little dogs. Again, all the energy in the world. It's so great. Just watch them play each other stuff. And it's funny, because I only had one of them scheduled, and the other one kind of became like a last minute. Somebody else backed out, the grandmother, whoever. And I'm so glad, because those two are playing and wrestling each other a lot and wearing each other out. If it had just been the one, it would have been a much more miserable time, because that dog would have been annoying the hell out of Bruce the whole time, and that wouldn't have went well. So that worked out well. The little Maltese showed up. As the other couple were leaving, he showed up. Dog's super laid back, chill, just doesn't do much. An old ass Maltese that just wants to sit around and not do anything. So went ahead, I said, yeah, I'll watch the dog. So I got that dog for like 10 or 12 days or something now too. So we got that, and we're all good there. Got that finished away. Decided to go get my run in, so I got my run done. Got back, got myself a shower, cleaned up, playing with the dogs, letting them play and wrestle out in the yard. And those two dogs are just having the time of their life. And I had like 3 more dog requests come through. And it's just, oh my God, I'm getting so booked up with dogs. It's just disgusting how many dogs I'm getting booked through here, and dealing with all this. It's so much work. You don't realize how much work it kind of adds into. It becomes a thing. But I'm making really good money this month. Like, I made more money last month than I made all year last year. So it definitely feels good to have the money rolling in, but it is a lot of work. So got that taken care of. Got back from my run, got my shower, got cleaned up. Ended up with a pizza. Karen wasn't sure what she wanted for dinner. So we kind of talked about doing BLTs and or possibly a pizza. I said, well, hey, why don't you order the pizza, and when you go get the pizza, swing by Winn-Dixie, whatever, and pick up the stuff for BLTs. We'll do BLTs tomorrow. That way you can have pizza tonight, BLTs tomorrow. We'll be all set for the weekend. She goes, it makes perfect sense. So as soon as I got back from my run, she went and called the pizza in, went and got supplies and stuff, got back. We ate our pizza. We had a chicken taco pizza from Domino's, and I don't know where the hell you get taco from it. It's like 3 different cheeses, aside from like a yellow, like taco cheese, like a nacho cheese type flavor to it. There was nothing taco about it. It's not what I thought. There's no taco flavor, and I didn't think nothing. So it was a good pizza. I just would never have called it a taco pizza. I would have called it a 3-cheese chicken pizza, but it is what it is. So went ahead, got that wrapped up. Ended up outside the dogs, playing with them quite a bit, just having a good old time with the whole thing there, and watch them play around, watch them knock my plants over, and just fighting with that whole hassle factor a little bit, but it is what it is. So overall, pretty good day. Since Karen's now COVID negative, at least the first test, we probably want to get tested again in a few days just to make sure for a secondary thing, but I feel pretty safe with it because we're both vaccinated. So we're more afraid she can be a carrier that passes to me than I then pass it to her dad, because I'm the one dealing with her dad all this time right lately, because I'm much less risk of picking up COVID than she is. So we're kind of using me as a safety net between the two. So I ended up sleeping in my own bed last night, or tonight kind of thing stuff. This day I was able to sleep sit on the couch away from her, so that was kind of a good thing. So I headed in. I was outside a while with the dogs. I want to make sure they were super tired. They went in their crates, so they said the dogs want to sleep at night, so I put them in their crates and stuff, headed to bed. Little Maltese ended up on bed with us, and he wouldn't stop, just licking and just crawling around me and stuff, and I was like, nope, gotta go. So he went back down on the floor, went and slept in his own bed, and he was good to go. So, but yeah, watched a little bit of TV in bed there, ate a little bit of snack, and wrapped it up and called it a night. So that's all I got for right now. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Have yourself a safe, wonderful day. Thanks for watching.